Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the grumpy old git in the corner on a very wet, miserable Wednesday. Don't know whether they're arranging it, but the weekends seem to be nice at the moment, and then the week is shit, isn't it? Well, as I said, not too many videos this week. I have been a bit run down, and yesterday I had the next round of my treatment. Holes everywhere. More fucking holes in my arms than a junkie. But hey, it's doing me good. And it's needed, so... Well, now, if anybody wasn't aware, the results of the blood scandal inquiry have been published. And I said in the video Monday it was going to be a shocker. I was right, wasn't I? Very, very damning indeed. Yeah, as I said, there will be and was copious amounts of lies, equal amounts of cover-ups, just like I said there would be. But I still have a lot of questions that weren't answered in that. Now, for a start, a couple of peers were mentioned in the cover-ups and dismissals of what was happening. Why have they still got peerages? Why are they still allowed to be called a Sir? Why do they have a seat in the House of Lords, whatever? Shouldn't be happening. Same with members of Parliament that was involved. They should have their membership removed and be kicked out of Parliament straight away. Or is this why they're trying to bring this thing in that they've actually got to be arrested before they can be removed from Parliament? Just a thought. But what about those doctors, the medical staff that did all this, covered up, actually refused to tell people what they were taking and how dangerous it was? Should they not be removed from the medical register? I think they should be, and fucking immediately too. They're a danger to the public if they're still there. The ones that are alive. Sadly, some of them involved will have passed by now. I mean, it's been over 40 years, hasn't it? This has been going on. But any that are still there should absolutely be held accountable for what they did. And Roland, oh, I'm sorry, we will pay comprehensive compensation. Yeah, like we believe him. You know, him and Hunt, the Chancellor, will cut it down as much as they can. And just like all the other inquiries that have been exposed now, any compensation will have its limits put on it. So that promise goes out the window, just the same as all the others. He said the payments will be tax-free. Yes, the payment may well be tax-free. Once you've jumped through all the hoops, ticked all the right boxes, had all your medical history exposed, yeah, it'll be tax-free right up to the point where it hits people's bank accounts, and then you can guarantee any interest on that, which will be immense with some of the amounts that they've been talking, if they pay them, will be quite large figures, but you can guarantee they're not going to lose out of it. They will take money out of it. Yeah, as you say, it's not automatic. People are going to have to apply for this, just the same as they're having to in the post office scandal, and just the same as those that are going through the process of bringing court cases under the Damaged by Vaccines Act 1976. Again, the government changed the law so they wouldn't have to pay huge amounts of compensation. But how many of these people that created this situation will end up in court? How many will be prosecuted for their actions? Now, don't forget, some courts denied action over the years. Corrupt courts. Are they going to be removed from the bar, the judges in there? Are the magistrates going to be kicked off if they're still living? The solicitors that defended it all? Yeah, there's a lot to be accounted for. And that's before we even get to the cases of the education board and the school boards who allowed these trials on the kids with no permission from the parents and not telling them what they were doing. Many of those ended up with HIV and other nasty things. But will this open the public's eyes to the absolute level of corruption in government and power? Well, the pandemic didn't, did it? And the post office scandal didn't, did it? Is this going to be any different? Is it going to open people's eyes to the corruption in the so-called elites? This just shows everything we've ever said. These arseholes cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted with our money. They cannot be trusted with our safety. And they cannot be trusted with our lives. Although they want control over every aspect of it. It's got to stop. We've got to stand up to them now. If we don't do it now, it's going to be too late. For a lot of people, it's already too late. And then again, don't forget, the compensation will be comprehensive. Yeah. But it's not going to come from those who created this situation. It's going to come from you, the taxpayers. As always, the taxpayer has to pay for the elites' fuck-ups while they still sit back and take their money. They're not going to lose anything by it. So, do you think anybody will be held account for all this? Maybe it's an opening topic to discuss tonight on the live stream. Get everybody's point of view rather than just comments. We can hear what you've got to say about it. Because you sure as fuck I'm going to have something to say about it, believe me. But until then, people, 7 o'clock tonight. Usual channel, usual place. Be there if you want to have your say, or if you've got any questions that I can answer, I will certainly do my best to. But until 7 o'clock tonight, guys, as always, stay safe. Stay absolutely strong. Open people's eyes to the corruption in this fucking country. It needs a damn good shake up, and only we can do it. Respects, people.